Hello, everybody. It's Eric Procedure. Here's CRWC, and we are reviewing All Elite Wrestling's Rampage. We just got done covering Ring of Honor and what that was. And so we're going to cover this and what this is. So let's get down to this. Not thoroughly a bad show, to be honest with you. Not thoroughly. So it opens up with Darby Allin and Brian Cage in a grudge match. And I'm like, we were like, grudge match? It don't make any sense. But they ain't have any beef.
Yeah.
But it's the embassy, so everything is going to be a grudge match. It's like, you know what? No. But, well, just go with it, I suppose. And Darby Allin, he got his little Darby suicida and bounced off Cage. That's become the new spot to do. It's nice. It's always impressive.
Yeah. As long as you do it with someone that makes sense,
Yes.
He can't bounce off Sammy Guevara.
No, he can't. And something tells me one day he may. Darby bites Cage and then is thrown from the ring.
That was desperate because Cage was whooping up on his little ass.
Yeah, he was. Allin, he's fighting from underneath. It's all right. It's all right. Allin steps on Cage's hand on the steps, then applies a sleeper and starts hammering him in the face. So to get him off, Cage runs and flips and crashed through a table. So I thought I wrote that. So they had to use a table instead of running him into the apron, the post, the barricade, falling back, beeling him over, catching the arm, applying an arm bar, a straight arm bar to get him off. So many things to do, but you got to use a table. All right. Let's not be creative. So Allin makes a comeback after getting getting his feet into Cage's face when he was running in the corner. He got a swinging reverse DDT for a 1 count, a super double foot stomp. Then he tried to roll up Cage's body, but he got power bombed. Then he got dragon bombed for a 2 count. And it was it's like the power bombs look so good.
Yes, that's the most, for this match, most bothersome thing is that Darby Allin is so sizably outmatched and outpowered. So many moves that Cage put on him, and it should have been over.
It should have been it, but let's not ruin a good thing with rationality.
Yeah.
So let's see what I gotta write. What I gotta read what I was writing here. Oh my goodness! So they keep fighting and they get to the apron where Allin lands a coffin drop, which is his finisher, but it isn't so well at the moment because it's on the apron. The hardest part of the ring. No give. You gotta just eat all that. That's when it's its weakest. That's when it's weak. Darby hits the Yoshi Tonic for a 2 count.
Wait a minute, don't forget he bounced off him again.
He did. I saw. I only heard the commentary, and I saw Brian laying there like he's dying.
Cage was laid on the apron, the edge of the ring. Darby delivered the coffin drop and bounced off his body and hit the floor.
Oh, that's why he was in the air away from him. Okay.
The impact. If Darby were a heavier fellow, he might have hit Cage and Cage have fallen to the floor like most people do when they get hit by someone and they're on the apron and they're jumping from the turnbuckle. But because Darby is such a light fellow, he hit Cage, bounced off, and then Cage had to push himself off the apron, butt first, onto the floor.
Yeah, from jump, this match started having cooperation. I was like, well, that makes it a 2-star match automatically. Just all the cooperation and whatnot.
And that is the problem with it. If it had just been, unfortunately, it should have been a squash. That would have looked better.
Yeah. Brian's a big dude, powerful dude.
Should have just meat pasted him and got the pin.
Yep. But, he's not the star. Darby Allin is the star. Correct. Like I said, he got the Yoshi Tonic for a 2 count. He never wins with it. Let's see. Allin was on the post looking at Prince Nana when Cage sweeps his feet from under him while he was on the top rope, and Darby lands on his back and on the back of his head. He could have broke his neck. The way he was swept, it just looked horrific. Mm-hmm. That right there would scare veteran talent, or make them just shake their head and say, man, that's his life. And personally, for me, if I were in charge of the company and I kept seeing stuff like that, I'm like, you can't wrestle on my show. You just can't. I'm not going to allow you to die in the ring and traumatize thousands of people. I'm not going to let that happen. So when you get safer, you come back to me. That's just that, a lot of people disagree with that, but I'm not going to sit here and allow someone to traumatize millions of people, or hundreds of thousands of people, just because they want to look cool or try to make things look more impressive. It's like, no, be safe. Don't be sorry, girl. Be careful. So next. Okay. Oh my goodness. Cage hit a release airplane spin, and Darby crashed to the ground like a heap.
It was nice
for a 2 count.
Yeah.
So you got epic dragon bomb 2 count. You got airplane spin 2 count. Darby countered the super fallaway slam with a crucifix bomb for a 2 count. That could have been the finish. So the reverse swinging DDT isn't good enough. 2 power bombs isn't good enough. Super double foot stomp isn't good enough. Coffin drop on the apron isn't good enough. I mean, Yoshi Tonic will never be good enough. Just go through all your big moves and your finishes, It's like the ending of Fire Pro. Just spam your big moves and get them big match rating. Mm-hmm. And so after all that, small package and Darby Allin wins. That was it.
Yep.
Small package, Darby Allin wins.
It was a good small package. It was tight.
Luchasaurus comes out, runs in, reverse choke slam. Some girl crying in the audience for some reason. Smarten that girl up.
She's a Darby fan. She had to have.
I know. I'm just being a heel.
He's dead in the ring after getting clumsily choke slammed onto his face.
The fact that someone cares for Darby and stuff like that it brings them to tears when they see him getting hurt and beat up in the ring. That is the outcome you want. She cares.
Yeah.
So I don't begrudge her. I don't. I just begrudge this match of big moves and whatnot. She won't all messed up, I'm assuming, until the jumping. So maybe she is smartened up, but then the jumping is like, wait, this isn't part of the match. This is wrong. So it's a shift. So yeah, we'll go with that. Try to salvage that 2-star match.
Yeah.
Johnny TV with QTV come out versus Orange Cassidy for the international title. So Harley Cameron sang Johnny to the ring, and that hurt my feelings.
I was in the kitchen.
I was sitting here looking at Cedra like, you can't be doing this to me. She saw me looking at her and she started laughing.
I was cooking, man.
Yeah, you was being a good woman. I'll give you that. So look, hey,
no food for you.
If it ain't you, it'll be somebody else.
Hey.
Yep.
You take a key.
Ow! Just throw at me.
A Q-tip.
So, Cassidy, QTV, they get in the ring. The guys do. Cassidy grabs the ref, turn them around like, there they are. The ref is like, oh crap, what are you doing? You're out of here, and throws everybody out.
And that winch screaming like somebody gutted her.
Yep. Yuta hits Cassidy, and Johnny gets a 2 count from it. And I noted that Cassidy beat a battle royal.
Yep.
He beat 4 athletes with 2 of them being top talent.
He beat everybody.
He's not losing now.
Nope.
So Cassidy wins with the beach break, his mid-card finish that he barely wins with. So Johnny TV should wear. I wrote Johnny TV should wear a shirt that reads "Pin me and pay me." Post match, Yuta Wheeler Well, Wheeler Yuta, he stalks Orange Cassidy from the table. Cassidy gets a mic, and they're like, what's taking you so long to get down in this ring? Hurry up so I can punch you in the face. The BCC surrounds the ring. Cassidy's a little concerned. Yuta wants the title shot next week in Nashville. He says, put the title on the line and I'll walk out with it. It's like, okay, that's pretty cool. Then Aussie Open, they come out. They're going to battle the Outrunners. It's a squash match. They win with Coriolis. Post-match, Kyle says that the fans cheer MJF because they're awaiting the inevitable backstab. Then he says that compared to Australia, the UK is a third world country. He accepts the challenge and he shouts Aussie, 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 and the crowd shouts oi, oi, oi. So the crowd is as fickle as a leaf in a tornado. So we get to the main event, Saraya with the Outcast versus Skye Blue.
Sigh.
Duck. So, in this match, look, Skye does a great back and forth attempt that wasn't really needed. It was back and forth pin attempt. It was nice, back and forth, rolling back and forth. When they got up, the crowd wanted to applaud as they would in the indie show, but they kept it going. Saraya did, which was good to stifle that and keep the match going instead of all that get up and then walk around the ring. You get tired of seeing that. So let's see. A little later on the apron, listen to this. Listen. All right. Skye Blue does a cannonball off the apron, lands on her back, and holds her abdomen. Why?
I don't know.
Why? I've hit my back so many times. It never hurt my guts from it. I know the whole body gets jarred, but man, her back was like, ain't nothing happened to me. Everything happened to the front. It's like punching somebody in the knees and then separate their shoulder. So Saraya takes over during the break. She traps Skye Blue in the apron and delivered, I think, many good elbows. And I'm trying to get Cedric to see the elbows. I'm like, they're good elbows. And she's like, it's a thin elbow. I'm like, what? What the size of the elbow got to do if they're good elbow shots or not? I was like, rewind it. So she does. She plays.
Rewind it
and I'm
times.
looking, 3 times to go through this. She's looking at the elbows on the commercial for Tacoma. The Tacoma something fire department comedy show.
This lets you know how much I cared about that wrestling match. I ain't give a damn. And when he finishes, I will tell you why.
And so, I'll go through our little argument. I wrote that down. After the break, Saraya loses control and Skye gets her stuff in, all of it back to back, which looks terrible. Cedric is annoyed that Saraya is going to win and then go on to win the title. I noted that neither of them deserved to win the title. And then Cedric said, she argued that at least Skye wrestles every week.
She come to work and do the job. She understands the assignment.
I acquiesce to that at least.
No. We're gonna stop that right there. What we're not gonna do is put at least on it. She shows up and she wins and she loses and looks bad and looks good sometimes. Every week on multiple shows, what does Saraya do?
Saraya can cut a promo. When she gets in the ring, she can wrestle. Skye Blue doesn't cut a promo, and when she's in the ring wrestling all the time, it's the same, and it mostly looks bad, with sometimes it looking all right, depending upon who her veteran opponent is.
So let's amend that a little bit. Saraya's promos ain't for crap. She doesn't wrestle.
I ain't say she cut a great promo. When she cuts a promo.
When she does wrestle, it doesn't look all that great. She doesn't look all that great. She's getting paid to walk around and spray paint.
She did this match.
Because she was wrestling.
There you go.
Poorly. But of course, all this time, weeks upon weeks.
Why you say she wrestles poorly?
I
didn't see a single mistake in the ring.
No, I don't see anything worth looking at.
So
I don't see anything about her being worth.
She doesn't have a cavalcade of great moves, so she can't wrestle.
She doesn't have a caval, nothing. It's very basic.
What's wrong with basic?
Basic does not equal the hype. Basic does not equal the hype.
You love the young lions in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and you think they can wrestle their tails off, but yet Saraya can't, but she's just as basic as they are.
They are pigeonholed to basicness, and they actually try, and they come to work every day and work. They understand the assignment. The assignment is you a wrestler, you wrestle. What is the point of going through all this? I'm not cleared. I may be cleared. I cry. I weep. Thank you for cheering for me. Oh, I'm cleared. I have a match. I have 2 matches. And then I walk around in plaid for 4 months.
Okay.
It's booty. All of that was booty. The paycheck she's making is booty. She need to go back to where she came from. She was apparently living life just fine, not wrestling. She might as well go back there not wrestling instead of being in a spot where somebody else could wrestle badly more often.
Wow. You got your anger on. Hey, put in the comments what y'all think about that. It's all good.
I wouldn't have had nothing to say until you was like, Sky Blue don't deserve it. She may not be very good, but she's a workhorse at mediocre. And you cannot say
I can't deny
different.
that part. At least that part. So
stop saying at least. Stop saying at least. There are no comparison. Sky Blue is taped up on her elbow out there working, doing the best she can, maybe incrementally getting better. And then Saraya comes in after not lacing up a boot to get in the ring for months, at least not in AEW. And now she wins this tournament match to go for the belt, where she most likely is going to get it because she's going to be at home.
Thanks for ruining the rest of the commentary, but yeah,
because she's going to be at home.
Skye, yeah, she was distracted after getting her finish, and then she got sprayed in the face. Saraya gets her finish, pins, and I called it, and Saraya shouts that she's coming home, and the Outcast beat down Sky Blue, just beat her down. That was stomping on her, and the show ends like that. No help, no love, no nothing. No ringing of the bell, no referees trying to save it. It's just a beat down in the ring, and that's it. Don't know what happened post show, but I can only go on what they do show on this show.
Listen to this. Let's take a moment to think about.
Okay, all right, no.
What?
No. Do you want to see Sky Blue as the AEW Women's Champion?
Sure.
Why?
Give it to her.
Why? Okay, you just don't have any respect for the belt. I get that. Okay, her or Willow? Which one?
Willow, but Willow's not here. Willow is not in contention for it. They got the bunny and the sleeper hold scream JAS trick. That's who they got in this tournament. Worthless sacks of pantyhose is what they have in this tournament. Jamie Hayter is hurt, so hey, there you go. All of the formidable females are vying for ROH belts, or the TBS belt. This belt, no. And see, I would love to be wrong. But they're headed to Wembley. They're headed to Saraya's home. And you know how Tony Khan loves for people at home to have a nice hometown win.
Yeah.
She's going to get this belt. And how is she going to defend it? She don't wrestle.
Okay, MJF, how often does he honestly wrestle? Outside of this tag tournament, how often does he wrestle?
Not often. But you know what? MJF understands the assignment. He toiled and did all the BS he had to do in AEW since its inception. He is a student of the game, obviously. He cuts a fantastic promo. He has incredible psychology, and he can wrestle.
Okay.
Somebody tell me what Saraya has.
Do you want him to be women's world champion?
Yeah, he can have them both. Give it to him. Give it to him.
You just hating, ain't you?
Give him some lip gloss or something.
Okay. Are you hating to hate, or is this coming from an area of logic, reason, and emotion?
Are I giving you logical arguments?
I don't know. I'm at least listening. No. Okay. Wait. Stop it.
I am giving you logical, reasonable arguments. I'm going to have a tournament for the AEW women's belt and put the bunny in it.
You just diminished the whole thing with the first time you said that.
She don't wrestle. She just standing around looking like one of them creepy children in the horror movies. They could have, if it wasn't
Children of the Tall Corn.
Exactly. You could switch her out with the silver blonde purple headed chick that's married to that dude, Kip Sabian.
Oh, Penelope Ford.
The non-singing trick. It could be her. These are all interchangeable Barbie dolls, and they aren't worth a damn. All of the formidable chicks are going for ROH title or TBS title.
Look, the bunny. I'm gonna say this about her, okay? And I'm serious. She likes Oreos.
That's wonderful, honey. I like them too. Give me the belt.
She has various types of Oreos, and she talks about them, and she's great friends with everyone backstage.
That's great. Give everybody backstage the belt.
That's pretty much all I got. She at least likes something. What did anyone else like?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what that argument is valid. What does that have to do with
They don't like
anything?
anything. Why should they have the belt? They don't like anything.
Shouldn't. They should just put it in a suitcase and put it in the vault.
Okay, would you agree with this? No one has the belt and then just give it to Hayter when she gets back.
That'll work.
Okay. I get you though. Look, in all seriousness, yeah, I get you. I don't blame you. Well, I want to know what everyone else thinks, because the women's division of AEW needs some reworking. Okay, they got some pretty talent. They got some decent gear. Some of it, very few can cut an amazing promo. But as Cedra said, the best of the talent is going for the Ring of Honor women's belt or the TBS belt. And that's it. The women's belt doesn't have anything. It's almost a secondary belt.
The only criteria is that you're a woman. I'm surprised they didn't get Dasha or what's the
Lexi?
Lexi. Why aren't they up there?
I don't know.
At least Dasha looks smoking when she's announcing.
Yeah, she got some size on her. It's like she can fight.
Give Dasha a shot. Dasha for women's champion. Let's do a petition.
We might get about 10 votes on that. I don't know. But who do y'all think should win the AEW Women's Championship? Who do you think? Although the tournament ain't done this, he's going to qualify to be in the 4-way. Still, you got to like somebody.
No, you don't have to like nobody. I am proof positive of that.
Okay, you don't have to. Okay, somebody's going to win the belt. You got somebody. You got to be like, okay, I think this person will most likely win. Something like that. So at least something. But look, we're gonna get up out of here, all right? Because all that's left is Cedra to rage out at these women. I think she's got more to say. So
it'll just be a repeat of their uselessness.
Okay. So with that, we're gonna get up out of here. This has been Cedric and Cedra for CRWC Commentary, AEW Rampage. Y'all be chill, be good, be safe, and we'll see you next time.